What's going on YouTube? William here. So, a little impromptu video for you guys. I have behind me for the first time altogether the pride and joy of my G.I. Joe collection, my 4 Night Force vehicles, two of which I actually bought and then restored, put together. One I was fortunate enough to find complete at Toy Hio back in June. And the fourth one, the Night Boomer, if you saw my video for that one, is a custom build I've done. So let's take a look at them. Alright, so we're back. So we have, if I can zoom back here, we have the Night Boomer on the right, the Night Striker in the middle there, the Killer Whale repaint. We have the Night Scrambler, the APC, and the Night Ray, the Moray reissue. So I'm going to start here with the Night Ray. This one I bought back in December. Was fortunate enough to find the shell on eBay with most of the parts. I spent the last, oh gosh, what is this, 8 months putting her together. So I was able to find an original cannon to go on the side. The 4 missiles in the back, or the 4 machine guns, are reproduction. The exhaust is reproduction as well, a little bit off Keller, but I was able to make it work. The depth charge holders are painted. The depth charges, 3 of the 4 are 3D repaint or reproduction. That is an original one I actually found inside the Night Ray, which is awesome. This one I just got at Toy Hio. Painted that one. The torpedoes, these missiles, the main gun, the steering wheel, the periscope, and then the 4 missiles in there are all original issue. This centerpiece for the motor cover, that's off a original 85 Moray. I repainted it. The center gun is off a Moray. Then the ramps in the back are off a Moray. And then, like I said, these 2 were repainted. Everything else is original. She is in outstanding shape. So the stand doesn't pop down. I'm really not worried about that. Could care less. But she is as complete out as I plan on doing her. So great piece for the collection. Last complete one I saw is going for $1,800. So I'm very fortunate that I kept it under budget and I was able to complete her out where I wanted her, well below where I wanted to be. So that worked out really well. Went to Toy Hio in June. Because you guys don't know, is my favorite show. I picked up this 100% complete Night Scrambler from a gentleman out there. We wheeled and dealed for a minute and I was able to walk away with it. So it does have the seat belts and everything inside. You can see them right there. It does have the steering wheel. So been looking for this piece for a while. Down at Xenia, there was one for $800. They wouldn't budge. And this guy had it for $500, and I was able to wheel and deal it down. So I walked out with it. This is probably my favorite of the group, just because I bought this, gosh, four years ago on eBay. As a lot, was missing a lot of parts. I started piecing it together. The only 3D issue pieces are the barrel caps and this push button. Everything else you see is original. The guns, the missile launchers, the missiles, the bike, the depth charges. I have all the pieces for the fan blades. You'll see the cross pieces aren't there. They're inside. But I have all the pieces. These are actually unbroke. These I had to do some work on. So super, super cool. The windshield has a broken clip right there. The sled does fire, which is awesome. So this bad boy will open up. Ramp comes down. You got one broken piece right there. So she does have some cosmetic issues, but for the most part, if I can get this sucker to pop down. I'm always so timid to touch it, but yeah, the sled is in there. It does pop out. Again, one of those things you just kind of don't want to mess with because she's in that good a shape. I did get these mounts 3D printed from a guy on the G.I. Joe clubs. They're really cool because they take the pressure off the missile launchers and they won't snap. So very fortunate to get those. Zoom out for you. I said she is in awesome condition. Again, well under budget where I wanted to be. These bad boys are sitting between 800 and 1,000. So in that condition. So I'm very fortunate to have her. Moving on to, again, the best custom I've ever done. This is a original 83 Sky Striker that I refurbished as a Night Boomer. So this is all repainted, reproduction stickers, reproduction canopy with the seats. So I won't go into too much detail because I did a video before on that one, but I realized I had not put them out all together. So there you go. Alrighty, hopefully you enjoyed this little impromptu Night Force Collection showdown. Alright, so to wrap it up, like I said, this is the first time I've had them all together. You can see them there behind me. So my advice to you guys looking for them is search and you shall find. Look for really good deals. Don't be afraid to wheel and deal with someone at a toy show. Don't be afraid to walk away if they're like, hey, I can't go lower. That's fine. Like I said, the Night Scrambler Xenia was $800. They wouldn't budge. Got it for far less than that at Toy Ohio. Just I went to Xenia in March, and then in June at Toy Ohio, I got the Night Scrambler. So, like I said, I advise people to find a good frame and just build it up from there, either with vintage parts or reproduction. So that's my advice. You guys, again, do what you want to do for your own collections. But as always, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Yo, Joe.